KMIR Today at 6 starts now.
Good Thursday morning to you. It's July 30th, 2015. You're watching KMIR Today. We're also streaming live online right now. Just go to KMIR.com if you need to get out the door and on the go. I'm Dan Ball.
And I'm Audra Streetman. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. The big story, of course, is the potential for rain today. Let's check in with Samada to learn more about that.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We've been talking about this since Monday, about the fact that there could be some rain. And we have been tracking that monsoonal flow is what's making our atmosphere so unstable, and that's what's producing these thunderstorms. And yesterday, very crazy. Yeah, in areas to the north of us, the high desert, Apple and Cern valleys getting lots of rainfall and lightning strikes. They counted up to 600 up in that neck of the woods.
And we know there was flooding out by Riverside.
Lots of flooding in Riverside County and our surrounding areas, exactly. And now the Coachella Valley, a part of that flash flood watch. We are under a watch right now, and that means pretty much the conditions are right that we could also get some flash flooding in our area. Our local mountains, that's where the thunderstorms usually start, and they build, and with the heavy downpours, the runoff could come into the valley. So again, we are on watch and on the lookout, and we'll keep you updated as soon as any type of information comes across. Taking a live look right now outside our general air conditioning and heating camera. Not so aggressive for now, but the clouds will build. Temperatures will rise to about 105 degrees in Palm Desert today. A lot of moisture in our valley. We're looking at dew point levels at 65. So for folks that own those evaporative coolers, you want to not use them today. It's not going to be very helpful. You're going to want to turn to your air conditioner for some cooling help. 91 degrees in Whitewater, 70 degrees at the Tram, and again, areas us plus the surrounding communities, all part of that flash flood watch all the way through tonight, 8 o'clock.
All right. Thanks, Samada. Now on to our top story this morning, the floodwaters that are taking over parts of Riverside County.
Yeah, heavy rain pounded the high desert, as Samada just said, all day yesterday afternoon. Different areas of Riverside County to the west of us under flood warnings. Some areas actually got flooded out. Our very own Tony Shin has more on this story. Take a look.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And the cars over there are all stranded until they got some of the road people out.
Ruby Cedillo can't believe how quickly the water came rushing down the mountain. Right over Highway 247 and straight toward her home.
And as you can see, I have stopped it from going into my house because I'm digging up around the side there. Otherwise, it was just up to the step of my house.
So far, the floodwater hasn't gotten any closer to the home she has lived in for the past 16 years. But it turned Highway 247 into a small lake. The 2-foot high water wasn't enough to stop drivers who would rather take a chance of getting stranded than finding another way around.
But sometimes the road overflows real quick, so you just got to be careful, slow it down, take it easy, and you'll be fine.
This is the type of heavy rain that has pounded parts of the high desert all afternoon long. But it's not just the rain that's causing problems. It's also the stifling heat and humidity.
It's not comfortable at all.
But some say this is the type of weather we need because of the drought.
We need the water no matter how we get it.
Ruby agrees, but she'd also like the rain to stop long enough so her yard can dry out.
And if we have another storm later on tonight, like they said, then I will be flooded out.
Tony Shin, KMIR News.
Now, of course, as Tony just mentioned, we need every drop of rain we can get here in the valley because of the drought. But too much rain, it can create some issues. The potential for rain today has La Quinta taking action. Public Works vehicles have been outfitted with barricades and flooded signs. You might recall the city had extensive flooding back in September.
All of our Public Works employees have gone over their standard operating procedures of the pre-designated locations that they'll be deployed to in the event of flooding or if flooding is anticipated or expected. We have staff that are on call for 24 hours, and so we have the ability to respond to any kind of flooding event and really any kind of disaster event that could occur within the city.
Now, La Quinta's emergency services coordinator wants to remind us that even though it's summer, we shouldn't let our guard down. If your home is prone to flooding, you might want to set out some sandbags. You can pick those up at city fire stations.